What's up? We got a big game here. We got Ojama against McMeghan, two longtime friends and rivals, two of the best to ever do it, facing off in Advanced Overused. In Week 7 of SPL, the bigs are out, the classiest are all but in, but these two, it's never a bad time to check out these guys playing. In one of the, arguably the most competitive tier, and one they have both had a lot of success in. So, all that aside, two Smogon Tour winners, I might add, members of Team France. And, yeah, so what we see here is a Cloister lead on McMeghan's end. And the joke is that Ojama really hates Cloister in advance and doesn't like when people use it on his team. Like, when I was his teammate, I wanted to use Cloister, and he said no. And McMeghan had the same problem. And I mean, come on, it's Cloister. It's not bad, okay? I feel weird just saying it's not bad. It's Cloister. It's fucking a good OU Pokemon. That said, it does have its issues. Like, you know, Starmie Stall is just the worst to face. But you know, anyway, so it's gonna have to run from that Zapdos, and McMeghan is running thick, fat Snorlax. Yuck, yuck. You gotta run immunity in advance. You absolutely have to. Because unless your team is like, I'm trying to say like desiccated and dissected at once. Unless your team is just absolutely shredded by Regice or something, or if you're thinking your opponent might bring Jinx or Moltres or Charizard, then okay. But the only time that I would really condone Thick Fat Snorlax is on the Belly Drum set, which is a sort of suicidal wall breaker that tries to, you know, get 2 kills. And so that Toxic works as Ojama was aiming for, you know, Celebi, a ground pivot, and here he stays in just firing away, T-Bolt, you know, get Snorlax down for other special attackers, or just anything, really. Everything likes a weakened Snorlax. As Ojama tries to catch a Metagross, Jirachi, Tyranitar switch in, those are common initial counters, and get messed up by Earthquake. That is a lot less common than you would expect from a later gen perspective. Like, why wouldn't you run Earthquake? Well, it's got a lot of cute stuff it can do. Fire Blast, Shadow Ball, Counter. Oh, I love Counter. Even, you know, Curse Boom. So, they're speaking in French, but I don't speak French. And Ojama just lets his Zapdos get blown up. I mean, killing Snorlax is good, but I think he could have just avoided him getting his Zapdos boomed on. Like, I feel like he could have just gone to his normal resist there, and it would have, you know, taken a chunk, but, and, you know, there's the possibility of Dugtrio coming in afterwards, I suppose, but on his team, then, you know, it's just so good to have Zapdos with Snorlax weakened like that, and, you know, Cloister, obviously, to scare the hell out of. So I think he could have preserved the Zapdos, and once McMeghan got that T-Bolt thing, you know, he was on a timer with Toxic, then see, there's a Metagross. There's another poke that Zapdos scares the bejesus out of. He could have forced that to boom for this here T-Tar, as the name is referencing McMeghan's many exploits with teams without rock resists and losing to Rock Slide as a result. So Ojama's gonna run here, unless he's banned, but banned might just, you know, get outrun and killed by banned Metagross. So McMeghan's running a rock resist, so that's, you know, truly a historic day. But yeah, Tar's gonna run here, and we're probably gonna see a Swampert switch in. Oh, a Metagross of his own! And here's the brand new Meteor Mash animation. Isn't it beautiful? Now, that didn't do too much, but he does get the attack boost, and Ojama does not have leftovers, so that makes me think banned, which, by the way, with +1 attack, Earthquake will kill at this point. And, well, Ojama will not kill. Wow, that did nothing. Oh, it's, I did forget to mention that it can be Lumberry, it doesn't have to be banned. And not all Grosses run Earthquake, which a lot of people, like on Smog Tours right now, the Shake It Up crew is kind of going, what, HP Fire? Like, don't you have Earthquake? No, not necessarily. Because a lot of the time, if you are aiming for specific targets like Skarmory and Suicune, then Earthquake targets such as Metagross and Jirachi, then they will very often not know, or Magneton, that's another big one, Raikou, Jolteon, then they will very often not know you don't have Earthquake, until you've revealed all 4, and the 4th that will be revealed is Explosion. So, although, you know, as it's caught on, then people have kind of, you know, been able to figure out. It's not as much of a surprise as when Veteran in Love first used, I believe. See, look at that. Cloyster is, well, that wasn't really anything that Skarm couldn't have done. And here's the attack boost of his own. As Cloyster is now going to go down to the second, McMeghan made the switch. He was planning to take 2 mashes and then kill it with Surf and then go down to the sand, so he would have the switch advantage for whatever Ojama brought in after with the spike down, so he would force even more damage and be in a pretty good spot, but the attack boost is throwing a wrench in that. And HP Grass meta, which is uncommon with Lum. Generally, HP Grass will run leftovers. Not that you can't run Lum, especially if you're leading off and don't want to get slept or burned by the Gengar, for example, but generally it's lefties. And HP Fire also lends itself well to Psychic, which is a real Gengar fucker. So that's common for Lum as well. And if he's got Fire Blast EQ Lax, then it's also possible that he's got Pursuit on that Metagross, although I would deem it less likely. And I'm thinking McMeghan might be running... Well, no, I'm thinking of... I think Dex's old team with Cloyster has a Metagross. I think it does. And the last 3 are Gengar, that's got Fire Punch and no Giga Drain, T-Tar, and Arrow. And with that, then, you know, it relies on offensive pressure to not lose to DD-Tar. And Arrow can be a bitch as always, but it's a generally solid team, very proven. So I'm thinking McMeghan's running that Dexa team. And I believe Dexa did run the Lum Metagross, but he led with it. So that further explains it. And he is now, well, I mean, he's going to lose Cloyster before forcing out Metagross. So, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it would have been nice to have dead Metagross and momentum rather than, you know, chase Metagross out. As Gengar Fire Punches the Tar switch in, or Thunderbolts. Oh man, he agility. Oh, that's bad, that's bad. That was a little greedy, and I think that was really greedy because, oh man, he got another boost. Uh-oh, that might be game. In fact, I think it is, period. I don't know why he didn't, well, this is assuming he's running the Dexa team, but I don't know why he didn't just Surf there. Because 2 layers of spikes is bad. Unless, like, it's not bad, but, like, if in a situation like that, where the choice is either Surf to kill it, or, well, maybe he doesn't have Surf, and I think Mono Ice Beam Cloyster is absolutely terrible. Oh boy, he said now Gengar. This is a Meteor Mash game. Here we go! He hit that one, Rip Gengar, and... oh boy, he has to hit... at least McMeghan's making him hit the mashes before going to the EQ weeks, and that's game. So a 13-turn slaughter... oh, he got the 3rd attack boost. Well, that was anticlimactic. He is running the Dexa team, and... so yeah, I think Surfing there was a lot better. And... because 2 spikes is not that big a difference. Like, unless you're going for the 3rd, then I generally would prefer, you know, another move over the spike. And I think, especially there, because agility, Lum, you know, he was earning mash and EQ, so agility definitely should have been on McMeghan's mind. Because Lum is also good to, you know, set up on Gengar late game. That's a big one. When Gengar tries to thwart your sweep attempt with status. I mean, it doesn't, you know, set up against Taunt or Explosion because it ends the turn, but, you know, you get the gist. And, yeah, it means, like, Porygon 2 with Thunder Wave doesn't fuck you up. And, same with, you know, Regice staying in and getting cheeky, for example. Or, Snorlax Body Slam, not screwing you over. So, yeah, very interesting. Dex's team eschews the Swampert that you often see on these sorts of spiking teams, you know, hold the team together, and it shows against the Agiligros. Thank you for watching. Hope you were entertained. I will catch you next time. Yeah.